Hi again. Just a couple quick things I wanted to share with you. I know I've already done a video on this cooler that I just bought. IGLOO, by the way. It's made in the USA. It says so right here. IGLOO. I like it. I'm going to be heading across the country in a couple weeks. I'm going to take you with me. I'm going to take this with me. I'm going to show you how it works when it actually has ice built into it. But there were a couple things I wanted to add very quickly. Improvements that I've made on it that I wanted to share with you. For example, I bought a new one of these 5-pound IGLOO bricks. You know, they're filled with fluid. You put them in the freezer, they freeze up, and you put them in your cooler when you get ready to go. But the real prize this time was this basket. Now, IGLOO was out of there, so I had to find this one online. But I wanted to point out something incredibly important about this basket. It fits in right here, like this. But a lot of the baskets that I looked at had 13 inches this way, 13.5, 13 and a half inches this way, 13 and a half. This one, however, is 13.57, 13.57, almost 13.6. That little bit of 0.07, 13.57, not 13.5, makes it fit perfectly in here. By the way, the length here is 10, a little over 10 and a half inches, and this here is almost 5 inches deep. Now these are important because very often if you put stuff in your cooler like cheese or lunch meat or something, and it gets down in the bottom and some of the ice melts, it gets wet, and it's okay. So with this, I'm able to put it here on the top of my cooler, put those items I don't want to get wet up here, put other things like, you know, sodas and drinks and meat I'm going to barbecue or something like that down in the bottom. The basket keeps it from getting wet. And by the way, I also chose a basket that had a lot of crossbars. You know, some of them only have like 1 or 2 crossbars. The reason I did that is I want it to be sturdy. When I put stuff in it, I don't want it to give. So take a look at that. And now I'll show you how I'm going to take my bricks and put them in the bottom of the cooler. But I want to bring this to your attention. This cooler I purchased, I'm very happy with it. Got it for a great price. Quality on it is exceptional. Basket to fit inside of it right here. And a new IGLOO cooler block, which was on sale on Amazon. It was a good price. But let me show you what it looks like when I put it all together. Okay, a couple final things about this cooler. Put your large bricks, like this one. This is a 5-pound IGLOO brick, and you buy it. It comes full of the liquid. You put it in the freezer, it freezes up. Put them in the very bottom of the cooler. I have 2 of them in here right now. And then pack up around this. Put your basket in, like this. And pack it as tightly as you can, either with other ice or other cooler bricks. The smaller bricks that freeze in your freezer are really great if you're going out like to the ballpark and you want to keep some drinks cold and so forth. But if you're going on a long trip and you want things to stay colder longer, buy the big bricks and line the bottom of your cooler with them, and then put your food stuff in, and then pack it pretty tightly with other ice and maybe frozen water bottles and so forth, and it'll work much better that way. Avoid opening it too often. Maybe carry a smaller cooler that just carries the drinks you want to get to in the middle of the day, and this maybe for the evening when you start to set up to cook dinner. And then also keep sunlight as much as possible off of it. That will also help to retain the coolness in the cooler. Hellwig IPA. Wonderful IPA. I get it at a bike shop in Northern Virginia. Bike shop has a little bar in the corner. They brew this Hellwig. Oh my gosh, wonderful tasting beer. All right, have a good day. Bye now.